Okay, I'm making jambalaya. I've got some andouille sausage in here that I'm sauteing in a little bit of bacon grease, and I've added some Cajun seasoning to it. The usual stuff. Here it is. I'll show you. This stuff. So all I'm going to do is brown it, and then I'm going to take it out and put it on a plate, and then we're going to get our Trinity in there. Be right back. I want to apologize if there's noise in the background. I'm watching the Dallas game. Okay. I added 2 chicken thighs that I simmered in this pot here with salt, thyme, and garlic powder. That's it. This is the broth that I'm going to use in here. But I deboned it, put all the flesh in here, and I'm just mixing it up in here so it can pick up on all those flavors that I added with, the Cajun seasonings. So I'm going to let that go for another 2 minutes, and I'm going to put it all out on this plate. Okay, so after I pulled all the protein out, it's right here, I added a tablespoon of butter and some vegetable oil. And now in here, sauteing and all those juices and all those spices, I have 1 bell pepper, 2 stalks of celery, and 1 large white onion. I'm going to let this cook for maybe 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to add everything else. Okay, this stuff is ready. I hope that's not making a noise. So now I'm going to add, you can choose whatever flavor you want. That's just, honestly, it was what was on sale. Some diced tomatoes, 1 bay leaf, some filet. I'm going to do about a rounded teaspoon of that. Filet is sassafras, for those of you who don't know what filet is. And we'll do about a teaspoon of Worcestershire. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons. That was 2. And I'm also going to add some ground thyme because I don't have fresh. So we'll do about a teaspoon. I'm using the tablespoon to measure, but I just messed up my spice. There we go. About a teaspoon of thyme. I'm going to add some pepper now. I'm going to use fresh ground black pepper. No salt. No salt, because this stuff has a lot of sodium in it. They now sell the kind that doesn't have salt, but I need to finish what I've got there first before I'll buy that. And I'm looking forward to it. It really does. This stuff it's got a lot of salt. Okay, now we have to add the rice. Here we go. I'm going to do 3 cups. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now we have to add the broth. And then I'm going to add something else. Here we go. Here's the broth. Actually, let me put the meat in first. The protein. What? Let's add that protein. This isn't like Mexican rice where you're going to brown the rice first. This is a completely different animal. The rice is now in there. It's mixed up. That's what it looks like. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Now, let me see how much broth I have in here. Because, for every 3 cups of rice, you'll have to have about 6 cups of broth. So, this is 4 cups. Did I nail it? Did I nail it? Woo! Perfect! 6 cups. But actually, I'm going to need more because I'm adding stuff to it. So, I need more water. So, there, a cup. Now, what I'm about to do now, you can leave out. But because I made gumbo some time ago, and I had leftover okra. I'm going to toss some okra in here. You can leave this step out. I'll be right back. Okay, so when I put that rice in, I forgot to grab my fresh garlic that I chopped up. Add as much as you want. I'm going to add a lot. I'm doing about 6 cloves. I mean, it's Cajun food. Come on. And just now I tasted the broth, which you have to do. I tasted it, and it needed more Cajun seasoning, so I added 2 more tablespoons of Tony Chachere's. And now I gotta taste it again. It actually tastes too salty now. But that rice is gonna soak up a lot of that flavor right now, so I'm not worried about it. I will say it might need just a little more time, and we're good. Bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to cover it and simmer it on low for 20 minutes. Let's bring it up to a boil. Okay, we're halfway through. We got about 8 minutes to go, and you have to come in and give it a stir. Again, this isn't like traditional Mexican rice. This is gonna be, it should have some juice to it. It should be moist. It shouldn't be dry. All right, putting the lid on. I added 2 more cups because I tasted it, and I added 2 more cups of water because I kind of felt like it was too salty. So let's see what happens. Well, this is usually the part of the video where I have a big bowl served up and there's someone sitting there eating it. Here's the thing. He got home late that night with Travis, and they ended up stopping at Whataburger on their way home. But I can report that he had it the next day for lunch, and he loved it. He said, "Oh, hon, what is this? It's so good." And I said, "It's jambalaya." Not like he hadn't had it before. And he went, "Oh, it's good, it's good." So there you go. If you want to see what it looked like after, it's the photo in the beginning of the video. Bye.